Hello guys, good morning. Welcome to the session today. Hope you guys are doing good. So let us start the session. So if you remember, yesterday we have created one of the DAG and we have seen what is airflow and how we can able to work with the airflow. What is the architecture of the airflow? What is the DAG? How to create a DAG? And after that we have created a one sample DAG and we have submitted it to the airflow as well. That means how we can able to submit a DAG to the airflow also we have seen, right? So after that we have ran the pipeline and we have also seen uh, how the web server interface looks like and how to work with the web server also we have seen, right? Today let us try to create one more DAG or let us try to take a continuation of the same thing. Okay, so for example, let me take the same DAG. This is the yesterday's DAG only. So the same DAG I'm taking it. I will take it further. So importing all the modules is same. Data set name and table name, let me try to change it. First, let me open this thing. Open the cloud storage. Open the BigQuery. It's taking a lot of time. Okay. So what I'm going to do is that yesterday we have taken employees.csv, right? So what I will do, let me to that source bucket. We have employees.csv. I wanted to keep departments.csv as well. I'm going to keep department.csv as well. So for that, uh, yeah, this one. I'm uploading two of the files. Let me show you the data as well for you. This is one.csv. This is employee.csv. Okay. So for the employee.csv, yesterday we have created. For departments.csv also, let us try to create it. It's a very simple table. Okay. My idea is this one. My idea is this one. What I am planning to do is that, assume that this is a requirement from the company. What they wanted to do is that, so this is a cloud storage. Inside the cloud storage, we have two files. This is emp.csv. This is department.csv. Okay, so these two things, what we're planning to do is that using the airflow, okay, using the airflow, I wanted to create this thing, emp table, employee table in the BigQuery, and this is department table in the BigQuery. Okay, so these are the raw tables you can think of. These both are the raw tables. Okay, you can think of like a employee raw table, department raw table, and after that, After that, I wanted to create one more table, that is employee department table. I wanted to create employee underscore in inside table. Okay, inside table means what this data is getting from is that I wanted to get this data from both of these tables. I wanted to get this data from both of these tables. So this is I wanted to do, sir. Okay, these both are, this one and this one are, okay, this layer is raw layer, raw table, and this one is insight layer. Insight is very useful for the business. Insight layer is very useful for the business. These are the raw tables that we are getting from the directly from the CSV. How we are getting with, how we are able to get it? So this we are going to get it with the help of the airflow. Okay, with the help of the airflow, we are going to get this activity. This is what I wanted to do, sir. Okay, so let us try to do this one. Yes, hope you all can hear me, right? Am I audible to all of you? Yeah. Okay. So this is what we are planning to do, sir. We have CSV files. We wanted to create a raw tables. Using the raw tables, I wanted to create an insight table. Okay. BigQuery only, right? This is BigQuery only. Tables means BigQuery, yeah. So this is GCS. This is BQ. Okay. Yeah. Now I have employee.csv as well as departments.csv. What I will do, I will go here. The first table one I will mention, this is underscore table one. I will say this is EMP table. EMP table. Okay. Or employee raw. I will mention employee underscore raw table. And likewise, we will also be having one more destination also, that is department. We will also be having one more also, that is employee department insight, right? So these are the two raw tables. This is the insight table. Okay. So let us try to see. Now, this is, I'm not changing it. The DAG definition also, I'm not changing it. The task, we have to change it. Okay, this is the task one. I wanted to copy this task one and keep it here because task one and task two are similar. Task one and task two are similar. This is task one. I'm going to name this as a task two. Now let us go one by one. So operator is same. Task ID is this one, GCS to BigQuery example. I'm going to say BigQuery step one. Okay, so step one. And then source bucket is same, employee.csv. Table name should be changed underscore one. Okay, so this should be a employee table, employee raw table underscore one. and the schema will be the same thing because I have not changed anything. You can see here. So the schema should be same thing because yesterday whatever we have taken, that's the same thing. Right disposition is same. Now this is our second task. Now we have to update this entirely. Okay, task 8, I'm going to change it as example, remove it. I'm going to make it as 2. GCS BigQuery 1, GCS BigQuery 2. Source bucket is same. Table, the CSV file name is not same. For the CSV file name, I will go to the bucket. So this is the CSV file name, right? Copy it. I'm going to mention it here. Okay, copy, I'm going to mention here. And the table name is, dataset name is same. The table name is underscore 2. And the schema, when it comes to the schema, how many columns are there, sir? Only 2 columns. Okay, so let me get the column names. Let me keep it here for some time. Only 2 columns. So I out of for 2 columns only required. Other 4 I have removed it. One is department ID. One more is department name. Okay, so you see here schema is also ready and the task 2 is also ready. Okay, now tell me, sir, what is the task 3? Task 2 is also easy because it's just a continuation of yesterday's one. Now tell me what is task 3? How to do task 3, sir? What can be the operators? How I should approach? Yeah, that's what it is. What is the operator? What I am doing here? What is your source? What is your destination? Correct. Correct. So the we need an operator which will be moving the data from one BigQuery source to BigQuery destination itself. Here, BigQuery to BigQuery, we need an operator. That's exactly correct. So I'm going to go to here. I'm going to search for it. Do we have an operator? I need an operator, BigQuery operator, Airflow. So BigQuery operator in Airflow, which will be where I wanted to run some kind of a SQL query. So whatever the output of that SQL query, I wanted to write it to the one more table. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. So let me click on this BigQuery operator. Or let me see this one. So not this one, I think. No, not this one. All the operators are here. Okay, let's not. So create table will actually create an empty table. So let us see here. See, this is something that we should install. Create dataset. BigQuery create empty dataset. Dataset operator. Get dataset table. Empty. Empty table operator. Create empty table operator. External table. Get data. No. Delete. Delete table. No. Execute BigQuery jobs. Insert rows. Yeah. So this is one thing that it can be useful. See here, what it is saying is that BigQuery insert job operator configuration. You can give some query. and use insert legacy SQL false and priority batch. Okay, so this can be useful, I believe. So you can also mention SQL query path. Where is your SQL query path? That's also fine. See here. So let us try to use any of these things. See here. BigQuery execute insert job operator. BigQuery insert job operator can be run like this. So three ways of doing it. Can do like this. We can go for this one. We can go for this one. Insert job operator. We can also go for this one. Okay. So let us try to use any of these things. Okay. So for example, I'll try to look at here. This query, they have this insert rows query is there, right? So they have defined it here like this. Okay. So I wanted to try it out with this one. I have a one more operator as well, BigQuery operator, that is straightforward. But I wanted to try it out. This one also, it should looks like it should also work. So let us try to do this thing. Okay. So let me use this first one. This one I will try to use. Copy it. I will go to my code. I will paste it here. Okay, the location, insert rows, BigQuery insert operator. So for we need to first import this thing. Next we need to create a query. Next we need to have a location. So let's try to see. Let me go to the source and how they have imported it. So I'm going to copy this thing. Okay, we have an insert here. So that I wanted to keep it here. Insert operator. I wanted to just keep only insert job operator. I don't want anything. Okay, see here, I have I have used I have imported this operator, BigQuery insert operator, which I was using it here. Likewise, insert rows query and location. So let us try to see that. For insert rows query, they are writing a query to insert the data. I will also write a query to insert the data. So 1 minute. Configuration query is different. So this is configuration query. Okay. What is the difference between this query and this query? I wanted to see, guys. So you can see here, configuration query, declare something, declare something, declare something. BigQuery insert job operator. This query is equal to insert to query. Where is that configuration is used? Okay, let's not worry about it. Let us try to keep this query. Okay, wherever we have this query, right, insert rows query, I wanted to write some query. So for writing that query, I will go to the BigQuery and I'll try to test it out. Okay, so first what I will do, I will try to test it out. I will try to first write the query. So for example, I have a, assume that you have two tables. Okay, assume that you have two tables. That is, you wanted to insert it into first thing, insert into insert into the table called, the table is going to be situated in this example data set only, right? So I'm going to copy this one, insert into, yeah, that the final table is going to be what, sir? The final table is going to be employee input department underscore insight. Okay, so insert into table, and from where we are going to insert in. So I'm going to write select statement. Okay, the select statement is like, let us try to do one thing. Okay, let's try to do one thing. So what could be the select statement? Whatever our tables, our table one is employee underscore raw. This table will create, right? Next one is department underscore raw. So I wanted to create a final table. So that is all the columns I wanted to include. Okay, all the columns I wanted to include. So I will use this all the column names, comma. I will also include these column names also. All the columns I have included because I'm doing a joining. I'm doing a joining from look at it here, guys. What I'm doing, just try to understand. I'm trying to use employee raw table, left join. This I'm going to say E, left join with the department raw. I'm going to call this as a D on E dot employee ID is equal to E dot, sorry, E dot department ID is equal to D dot department ID. Okay, so this is how it is for my query. Okay, so this is how it is, but let me keep this one is E dot employee ID, E dot first name, E dot last name, E dot yeah, E dot email ID, E dot department ID, E dot salary, D dot joining rate. Then this is D dot and D dot. Okay, so this is a query that I have framed. So what it will do, so if the employee department table is there, right, it is going to, whatever the data that we got it from this particular query, it will try to insert it into this particular employee department, insert it into that particular table. So is the query same? Insert it into command is same or not? Can you guys tell me? Any error in the insert query? Are you guys following me? Yeah. Create a table. Why need to create a table? It will be created automatically. I don't need this one also. Yeah, it will be created. Okay. What are you suggesting? Sorry. Okay. Create table. Uh-huh. Okay. No, automatically table will be created. Why do we need to write it? And that's what I'm saying. See, for example, I don't need to write. Oh, okay, we can also do that. That's also fine. See, but what I'm trying to say is that this BigQuery insert job operator, what it will do is that it will whatever the output of this query, right? For example, if you run, assume that you ran this thing, CSV table. So you ran some query. What it will do, BigQuery insert job operator, when you run it, you're getting some output, right? This one, it will be creating a one more table. Automatically, it will create this table here. Whatever the table data set table you give, right, that table will be automatically created. Why we need to create again this thing, create table again, all of those things? Because insert job operator will automatically create the table or whatever the output from that particular query. Okay, we can also create a table, that's also fine. Okay, you can create a table, create table, and you can mention the table name, and after that you can mention the table name, and after that what you can also mention is that schema also you can mention properly. Then you can insert statement, that is also fine. Okay, anything, this is also fine. The only thing is that it is not required because insert job operator will take care of all of those things. If it is not taking care of it, let us see that later. Okay, let us see that. So I'm going to copy this query, and I am going to go here. I will copy this thing. Somewhere here I will put it as a variable. Okay. Insert query. Inside the brackets, we are going to keep it. Usually it shouldn't be inside the brackets, but let me see. Even I am very new to this one also. Insert job operator. Let me try to keep it. Insert rows query. Okay, let me try to keep in the here. Here. Where is the query? I'm going to copy this thing. A multi-line, right? So for that one, if it is a multi-line, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to keep it here. It's a multi-line query. Okay, you can see here I have used three three colons, so that it's a multi-line query. It will understand automatically. Okay, so this is what it is, guys. So let us try to, let me keep it here only. It's good here. Yeah. So what I will try to do, let me save it, and I will come here. Now tell me what could be the dependency. Our location also we have to define, right? So copy this location where this has to create this table. Okay, the location is equals to, you can mention any location. I will go to here. You can see here they have mentioned US. I'm going to copy. In the US location, it will be created. Okay. So you see here, we have a dataset name, table name 1, table name 2, table name 3, location, insert rows query, whatever that is required for our queries, we have mentioned. So this I will mention task 3. Okay. Sorry. Task 3. Yeah. Now tell me the dependency, sir. Can anyone tell me the what could be the dependency? We have task 1, task 2, task 3. Can anyone tell me what is the dependency? Oh, we have not mentioned the table name here, right? So that actually wrong. I should use insert into here. Otherwise, it will not work. Let me keep it. Sorry. Let me keep insert into statement also. Insert into. Okay. I will copy here. Insert into this table, and this table we don't need to mention it properly. Here we have used it, right? Here we have created it. Either you can use this variable here, or you can directly use it like this. Once we will run it, if this is working, we will try to change this thing, this project ID, this data set name, this table name. We will try to change it with the variables. Okay. So for now, let us keep it like this only. Okay, for now, let us keep it like this. If this is working, what we will do is that we will try to make this as a dynamic. Okay, we will try to make this query as a dynamic. For now, let me keep it like this. I'm going to save it. And here I have mentioned the table name where this will insert the data. And if the table is not available, if it is showing, then I want a BigQuery insert statement. Okay, I want to create a table also if it is not running, because if it is expecting this table to be available, then I will create a statement of the table also. I will keep it here. Okay, for now I will try to run it and we will see what will happen here. Let me go to the DAX folder. So whatever the query that I have saved it, I'm gonna copy and paste the query here. Sorry, the level 1 composer 2 level 1. I'm going to copy and paste it here. Okay, so it is copied and pasted. And let me go to the environment web server. I believe that it's gonna throw an error called query insert job operator. Okay, let us wait for some time. It's gonna read the query. Before that, let me see. BigQuery operator to run SQL query. Yeah, same thing. To execute the SQL query in a specific BigQuery database, you can use insert job operator. We have this operator also. You can use this operator only. Again, they are saying the same thing. These are the operators. Same thing we have just seen, right? The same thing they have shown here. It's a count check. Yeah, anyway, let us go. There are plenty of the operators for each activity. So we just have to be smart, and we should also see the performance, how it is working. Based on that, we should take a parameter operator. Yes, it came. Level 1 DAG underscore composer. Let me click on it. Okay. So first, let us try to manually run it. So see here, BigQuery job 1, GCS to BigQuery 2, finally insert query job. Click on here, trigger DAG. Triggering the JAG manually. Oh, sorry. We have not mentioned the dependency. No one has told me. What is the dependency, sir? What is the dependency? So there was an error. Let's see. So what I wanted to talk about the dependency is that you see here task one and task two. Is the task one and task two are dependent on each other? No, right? So task one can happen independently. Task two can also happen independently. So I wanted to mention them in a parallel mode. So if you wanted to mention them in a parallel mode, you can actually use like this. Okay, task two, and you can use in the bracket. That means task one and task two can start at the same time. That means parallelly. Once the task one and task two is completed, because task three needs both of them, both of the tables to be ready. So that is the reason I'm using it like this. I'm going to save it. Anyway, it will be one by one, it will happen parallelly. You can see here, there is some error here. Let me copy this thing. What is the wrong here? Let me see. Task failed with an exception. You will be able to see somewhere here. This is what we have to see, sir. If it is failing, and if it is failing, you can able to see the task is failed with this somewhere here. The error is. You can see here. You can see here. This environment does not have the airflow trigger run. To use the operators, enable the trigger in the environment. That's fine. Okay. So what was the problem? I don't see the problem here. So first thing what I will do, I will go and I will try to, I have updated my this one, right? So dependency, let me save it. I will come here. I'll come here and I will go to this one. I will delete this thing because it was not triggering properly. So let me update this particular DAG and I will upload it one more time freshly. Overwrite it. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Yeah, that's fine. So I have uploaded it to overwrite it. That's fine. Oh, it came. So let me go to the DAGs one more time. So let me refresh it until the code gets updated. Okay. Yes, it is updated. You see here. So I'm going to go to the DAGs. I'm going to go to this particular DAG. I'm going to run it manually one more time, or let me fail. Let me make it failed this one. Okay. And let me start running it one more time. So see here, task one and task two running at the same time. That means parallel tasks. These are two parallel tasks. Okay, task 3 will not start until the task, both of the tasks are completed. Now you see here, okay, it is failed again. Let us see what was the issue. This composer doesn't have, what does that? Okay, okay, sorry. Let me see one more time. Yeah, it's correct only, right? Okay, this task ID insert job operator. Differer. Differer, to use the differer operators, enable the triggerer in the environment. Okay, so it is saying that because we have used here, you see here differable is equal to true, right? So that is the reason it is saying that you should enable that in the environment. So let me see somewhere, do we have some different, or let's try to do this thing. Let me try to remove this thing, differable, because let me see, some of the queries does not have such kind of a thing, right? Such kind of a thing. It's here, it's not here. I'm gonna use this one then. Okay, task 3, and the location is somewhere here. We have already defined the location. Okay, so let us try to run this thing. Okay, let me go to here because I do have a one more method, but I'm just trying it out today because this is also BigQuery operator is there. I will tell you how it actually works. The BigQuery operator is very straightforward. Now let me try to tell you how this actually also work. Otherwise, I will tell you that also if this is not working. Okay, select query is here, right? Yeah, yeah. Insert it's already there, so that's the reason. Yeah. Yeah, that is that I wanted to tell you. Okay, so we can use that. Okay, so they are using BigQuery insert job operator, and yes, query select query right disposition. Yes, this also we can use it. Okay, so I have a one more operator also. Okay, so there are many ways of doing it. We can use this one. We can mention the destination table, and there is a one more BigQuery query also. That also it will actually give you. But just wanted to try it out because it is mentioned it here, right? I just wanted to try it out. Why it's work, how it works actually. Otherwise, we have a plenty ways of doing it. Okay, it's updated. Yes, and let me go here. Let me mark it as failed and trigger diagram. So parallel tasks are running. Okay, it's failed. Let's see the error. Okay, it's not found. It is saying that the table is not found. Okay, so it cannot be able to find a table. So that's the reason it is failed. So let us try to create it. Let's try to mention the table statement also here. Okay, so let us try to mention the table statements also here. Let me go to my here. What I will do, let me try to create the table. Let me try to mention the create statement also here. So let me go to my query. Hope you guys are following. this insert statement, it is saying that that particular table is not available. What I will do, I'll try to mention the create statements also. For that one, what I will do, you can actually run this query now. What is the beauty is that you will be having already the tables, I believe. If you refresh it, see here, if you run it, this particular select query, if you run it, okay, this is the output, and from this thing you can look at the schema. Okay, so if you wanted to create a table, you can use this schema only, all are strings. So let me say create table if not exist, create table if not exist, right? If not exist, and the table name should be, or create or replace also we can use, create or replace. I have the query readily available, I will use. Or we can do one more thing also. One thing is that instead of writing this thing, we can use it here like this, create or replace table. The table name is, just now we have run the table, right? Okay, as okay, so it is saying that department ID is duplicated. So let us try to say as. So I don't want this both of the departments. Okay, I just want only one department. I will try to save it like this. Okay, so this query is perfect. Okay, this query is perfect, and it is also runnable. What I will do, I will go here and I'll just remove this thing and paste it here. Okay, whenever this query is running, it's creating a table and inserting the data. Control yes. I will go to this one. I will remove the existing one. I'll upload the new one. So this is all the things that you guys have to do, guys. I'm telling you, it's a kind of a debugging activity. If it is working, it's working. If it is not working, you just have to look at the logs and see why it is not working. So in the companies also, this is the activity that you are going to do every day. Now this is mentioned. If you go to the code, let me see if it is updated. Not okay. Okay. Seems like it is updated. Select statement is also there, and all the column names and all this thing also there. Okay, so that's perfect. So let me come here and go to the grid view, stop this particular task. Okay, mark failed, and manually run it. Parallel tasks are running. See here, the task 3 also successful. See, with the help of the this operator, even I am just seeing it today, guys. I don't use this operator today. Like you know, how it is new to you, it's also new to me as well. And we successfully created a BigQuery table. If you could close all of these things, okay, I shouldn't have closed it. Okay, no worries. Okay, no worries. So I'm going to come here, refresh the content. We have an employee department inside table. You see here, we have the 10 records. See here. Additionally, Employee ID first name, we have also the department ID and department details also added here. Okay, so this is what you have to do, sir. Okay, and now let us make it little bit dynamic, because you see here I have created table 1, table 2, table 3, but I'm still using these things as like static details. So these things I wanted to make it dynamic. Okay, so if you wanted to make it dynamic, you can do one thing. You will mention here yes. Okay, you will mention here yes. And so this is project ID, right? So for the project ID also you can create one variable, project ID is equals to, this is the value. Project ID is equal to, this is the value. Okay, project ID is that is the value. So what you can do is that wherever this value is there, I'm going to replace it except this thing. Okay, except that thing, wherever it is there, I wanted to change all occurrences. Oh, sorry, I wanted to change wherever it is there. It is changing here also, we should change it here. Okay, I'm going to copy this. It should be the project ID only. Now see here, project ID dot, but you can't directly use it. You should be mentioning inside the brackets. Okay, so you should mention this inside the brackets. This is the bracket. Okay, likewise the data set also you have already here. Copy this thing, change this thing. Okay, if you try to change it once, let's one thing we will do. Let's control X and keep it somewhere here. I'm going to keep it somewhere here for now. I will do it later. The project ID, dataset name, dataset name. I'm going to replace all the places with this name, and I will use it like this. Okay, somewhere it was missed for that thing, right? For the project ID, it was missed. Okay, so let me copy this thing and let me change it all occurrences. Okay, like this. For the table name, this table name is nothing but a table 3, right? Copy this table 3 and come here, change all occurrences, table 3. Okay, this table is table 2, right? Employee table, table 1, format, table 1. This is table 2, format, table 2. Okay, so this is all, this is it, guys. Okay, now we have mentioned the table name, column names, arguments, and the table 1, data set 1, data set 1, table name. Okay, I think this is it. And what I will do, I will just copy the thing and paste it there again. Okay, okay, here 2 times it came. Let me change it. Okay, now see here, project ID dot dataset name dot table name. So project ID dot dataset name dot table name, everything is dynamic now. So you don't need to mention anything. You, if you wanted to mention the source bucket also, sir, I don't want to mention this source bucket also here. If you wanted to mention, you can also mention that source bucket here as a variable. Okay, that also you can do it. Okay, and any other things that we can do? Table names, we have done it. I don't think all the things, whatever required is, we have mentioned it. I think this is it, guys. Okay, so I think let's try to run it. And now what we do is that let us try to modify the query. Simply let's try to modify this query. What I am trying to do is that I don't want this first name and last name. I don't want this first name and last name. I want a full name. Okay, I want a full name, sir. I want what? I want a full name. For that one, I am trying to do. I'm going to change this query a bit. Okay. Now tell me how to get the full name. How to get the full name, sir? Yeah. Concat, let us use it. I'm going to mention it here. Copy ID. I'm going to mention it here. Okay. So you see here, what is the thing is that? Okay. Sorry. What's wrong? Okay. There's a no on. Okay. On is missed here. Okay, let me run it. So what is the thing happening here is that you are getting the values like first name and last name individually, but the client wanted to see the full name instead of first name and last name. So I'm going to concat first name, comma, space, comma, last name, and close the bracket as full name. Okay, I think this will work. Okay, so this is how he wanted to see. And he wanted to add one more column as well, tax column. Okay, he wanted to add a tax column as well. Tax is nothing but a 10% of the salary. Tax is nothing but a 10% of the salary. So now tell me, sir, how to do that? I need to add one more column, that is tax column. It's a 10% of the salary. Anyone? Yes. E dot salary multiplied with 0.01 as X. Perfect. Because you see here, e dot salary is not a string, is not an integer. You try to convert. Function not found. Int is not. Okay, sorry. The cast, right? We have to do cast e dot salary as integer. Yes. Now it will run. You can see here tax column added 600 rupees for the tax. Right, so this is also you have added tax column also we have added, and any other things that we can do, you try to do it, sir. This is a kind of a thing that you are going to do. So this should be as per your business requirement. It's not something that you are writing, it is as per your requirement of the company. So copy this top head and go here and change it here. That's it. Employee ID is there, full name, email, all of these things. We have also added tax column. Control X, Control yes, Control all, Control yes, save, and go to your this one, remove this existing one, remove that existing one, and paste here the new one. I'm pasting here the new one. Okay, and once you have pasted it successfully, you come to your code, ensure that it is updated. Yeah, it's updated. Now the trigger diagram. It's running. It's successful. You go to the BigQuery, remove this table, refresh the content, click on the employee department inside table. See here the tax column added, full name is added. Earlier we have a last name, first name, right? It is date changed. Now see here, tax column is also added, right? So this is how it is, guys. This is how it is. See here, you have all the details and including you have added a column, you are doing some transformations. This is how in the companies they are doing it. This is how in the companies they are doing it. So any number of time, if you wanted to create a table, you can able to create it. Okay. Yeah. Any questions, anyone? Any questions, sir? So this is one more scenario that we have seen, and maybe tomorrow we will see one more scenario. Okay. Any questions? So we have to do one by one where we have to input all the modules required and properly whenever you need, you wanted to make your code dynamic, use the variables and these variables will be very useful. See, you don't have to mention the project ID all the time. Instead, you can just use the project ID variable that will be replaceable everywhere. And likewise for the table names, locations, and somewhere you can also do one more thing is that so you don't need to submit these table names here. If you wanted to mention this as an environment variables also, that is also possible. Okay. So that kind of a things also you can able to do it. And tomorrow what we will do is that tomorrow's task is this one. I wanted to create a data pro cluster. I wanted to submit a job to the cluster. Submit a job to submit job. Next delete the cluster. Using Airflow only, I wanted to create the cluster, submit the jobs. Once all the jobs are successful, then I wanted to delete the cluster. All the things I wanted to do it from the Airflow only. So let us do that activity tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. This is it for today, guys. Anyone have any questions? I'm gonna send this document to you, level 1 DAG. So in our Airflow, okay. I'm gonna send it to you guys. Give me 1 minute. So here it is. No, this is the one. For this one, we need some kind of a inputs source files. Let me keep those things also here. So that is department and this thing, both of them. Okay. You can see here, these are the input files. Okay. This is the DAG. Okay, guys, this is it for today. We will see tomorrow. Yeah. Yesterday's DAG is here only, right? In fact, this one, it's a continuation. Yesterday's task is in continuation to this DAG. Okay, yesterday was we have completed until task one. We have added this task two. If you remove this task one and task two, that's an yesterday's task, right? Yeah. So I have overwritten, guys. Okay, we have two more scenarios to do. This is one, and one more is also there. I will tell you. Okay, tomorrow's is data proc scenario. Day after tomorrow is trigger drag operator XComs based advanced concept. Yeah. Okay, this is it for today. I'm stopping here the session today, guys. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, we will wind up the session. Okay. Yeah. Thank you all.